The streets of Capernaum were alive with excitement. Whispers spread from house to house, from merchant to traveller. He's back. The one they called Jesus of Nazareth had returned. Men, women and children flooded the narrow streets, pressing toward the home where he was staying. Soon the house was overflowing. People crammed inside, standing shoulder to shoulder, spilling out into the doorway and beyond. No one wanted to miss a single word he spoke. Not far from the house, 4 men carried their friend on a simple mat. His body was motionless, his limbs weak. He had been paralyzed for years, forced to watch life pass him by. But today was different. They had heard the stories, blind men seeing, lepers cleansed, demons cast out. If anyone could help him, it was Jesus. But as they reached the house, their hope wavered. The crowd was unrelenting, packed so tightly there was no way in. Desperate times called for bold actions. Without hesitation, they climbed, hoisting their friend with them. The roof was made of hardened clay and wooden beams, sturdy yet not invincible. With hands shaking from effort, they began to dig. Dust filled the air. Fragments of clay crumbled down into the house below. Inside, the people gasped, shielding their eyes as debris fell from above. And then, a breakthrough. Sunlight pierced through the opening. All eyes turned upward as the hole widened, revealing the determined faces of the 4 friends. And slowly, carefully, they lowered their friend down, right at the feet of Jesus. Jesus looked down at the man, then up at the friends peering from the rooftop. He saw their faith, not just in their actions, but in their hearts. And then he spoke.
"Son, your sins are forgiven."
The room shifted uneasily. Among the crowd were the religious leaders, the scribes. Their faces hardened, their thoughts filled with indignation.
"Blasphemy! Who can forgive sins but God alone?"
Why do you think these things? Which is easier to say, "Your sins are forgiven," or to say, "Get up, take your mat, and walk"?
Then, turning back to the paralyzed man, Jesus commanded.
"Get up, take your mat, and go home."
The man's fingers twitched, strength surged into his legs. He sat up. Then slowly he rose. A gasp rippled through the crowd, eyes widened, mouths hung open. He stood tall, mat in hand, his first steps in years. And then, with a joyful, tear-filled smile, he walked out. The people were in awe. Some wept, others shouted praises. They had never seen anything like this before. The man, once a prisoner in his own body, was now free. And with every step he took, he carried more than just his mat. He carried the undeniable truth that Jesus has the power to heal, restore, and forgive. What about you? Are you carrying something too heavy to bear? A past mistake? A burden you can't shake? Just like the paralyzed man, we all need healing. Not just in our bodies, but in our souls. And the same Jesus who forgave and restored that man is ready to do the same for you.